My classmate threw a tantrum because I got into an Ivy League and he didn't. Now he tells everyone I cheated, and 2 years later he tried to get a job at my company. Back in high school, Ethan was the golden boy. He could fail a test, and the teacher would still smile and tell him he was brilliant. He had the perfect hair, the perfect smile, the perfect everything, and everyone just loved him, and me. I was the quiet kid, the one who spent lunch in the library applying for scholarships because my family couldn't afford college, and I didn't have time to care about who was going to prom with who senior year came around. College applications hit, and Ethan kept saying, Harvard's basically waiting for me like it was already done. Like life was just a movie where he was the main character and the rest of us were background noise, and then results came out, and guess who got in me? Not him. He showed up the next day, furious, red face, shaking hands, slammed his folder down and yelled across the room that I must have cheated, said, there's no way someone like me could have gotten in over him, said it had to be a mistake. Teachers tried to calm him, but he wasn't listening. He actually demanded I show him my essay to prove it, like I owed him proof of my own success. I didn't say a word. I just grabbed my bag and left. Because what's the point? Arguing with someone who already decided you don't deserve what you earned by lunch. Everyone was whispering. Ethan said my parents bribed the admissions board, which is hilarious because my dad fixes cars, and my mom works at a diner. Double shifts. He said I knew someone on the inside. He said I hacked the system. He said anything that would make him feel better, and everyone just nodded because it was easier to believe the golden boy's lies than accept that the quiet kid beat him fair and square. Graduation rehearsal, he cornered me again. Told me I'd fail. Told me people like me don't belong there, and I remember that line burned into my head. People like me don't belong. So I left. I moved across the country. I worked. I studied. I built something real. I didn't look back. I didn't need validation. I just needed distance. 2 years later, I'm sitting in an office that I helped build a company I helped grow, and we're hiring new people. HR drops a stack of applications on my desk, and there it is. His name, Ethan. Same smile staring back from the photo. Same overconfident tone in his cover letter. He had no idea I was the one reviewing it, so I approved the interview. I wanted to see if he'd remember me. He walks in all polished and perfect, like nothing ever happened. Then he sees me, and the color drains from his face. He laughs this awkward little laugh and says, wow, small world, huh? And I just smile and say, yeah, especially when it gets smaller because you burn bridges, and his smile drops and he starts stammering about how we were young and competitive and all that nonsense. I let him talk and talk until he ran out of words. Then I thanked him for coming and told HR to pass on him not out of revenge, but because some lessons don't need to be taught twice a week later. He messages me on LinkedIn, says, guess you're still holding a grudge. I was just a kid, man. And I stared at it for a long time before closing the app because I realized he still didn't get it. He never would last. I heard he's still blaming everyone else for the life he doesn't have, saying connections matter more than hard work. Maybe he's right. Maybe the connection he burned mattered more than he'll ever know.